Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you all are fine, doing good at home. So it's me, Miss Prema Thapa, your science teacher, going to teach you today from your science book, lesson number 4, that is heat. Topics to be covered or the topics which we are going to learn in this lesson are what is heat, hot and cold, thermometer. In thermometer, we'll learn about clinical thermometer, laboratory thermometer, and the next subtopic is different mode of heat transfer, and again in we'll learn about conduction, convection, radiation, and the last subtopic is conductors and insulators. But in today's class, we'll do what is heat, hot and cold, and the introduction of the thermometer. And rest of the subtopics will continue in our next class. So I hope you all will going to enjoy, as well as please everyone take out your science book in front of you and look at this chapter. Okay, so let's begin the chapter, that is heat. We cannot survive on the earth if there is no presence of heat. On earth, source of heat and light is sun. For the existence of life on earth, we need heat, but neither too cold nor too hot. As well as in our daily life, we used to do many activities with the help of heat. Even inside our body, so many activities occurs in the presence of heat energy only. So because of all this reason, heat is important for our life. So here definition is there. Heat is the form of energy that is transferred between two substances at different temperatures or due to the differences in temperature, and always used to flow from the hotter object to the colder objects. So how heat used to flow? Always used to flow from the hotter body to a colder body. Okay. An object's cool down. When an object became cool, when heat flows out of it. An object warms or heats up when heat flows into it. This flow continues till both the bodies reach the same temperature. Heat is measured in calories and joule. The SI unit of heat energy is joule. SI unit means Standard International Unit of heat energy is joule, and it is denoted by capital letter J. Okay. Now moving on to next subtopic, that is hot and cold. In our daily life, we come across numerous objects. We consider some objects as hotter than others and some as colder than others. For example, an ice cream feels colder than recently cooked food. How would you decide which object is hotter or colder than the others? Your answer will be by senses such as touch and vision. But you cannot touch all the hot objects always. Also, it is not a reliable method. Only by touching we cannot say this object is cold and this object is hot. For this, I'll give one example. Here in picture also you can see, and you can also try at home, but please make sure that water is not so hot that you burn your hand. Okay, so remember this thing and try to do at home. And what you have to do is take 3 medium-sized mugs, label them A, B and C. Put cold water in mug A and hot water in mug B. Mix some hot and cold water in mug C. Okay, are you getting my points? Now dip your left hand in mug A and the right hand in mug B. Just look at the diagram also. After keeping the hands in 2 mugs for 2 to 3 minutes, take out both the hands and put simultaneously in mug C. What do you feel? Do both the hands get the same feeling? No, because left hand feels little hot and right hand feels little cold. So it means what? We cannot always depend on our sense of touch to decide whether an object is hot or cold. Sometimes it may deceive or misguide us. So simply by touching only we cannot identify whether the things are hot or cold. Understood? So the reliable measures of the hotness or a coldness of an object is temperature. Or how you will define temperature? The degree of hotness or coldness of a body or environment is known as temperature. So let me tell one example. A high temperature of an object indicates that it is very hot, whereas a low temperature of the objects indicates that it is quite cold. Here you can see in picture the temperature of a boiling water is quite high, so boiling water appears to be a very hot. On the other side, the temperature of melting ice is quite low, so ice appears to be very cold. Okay. Generally, temperature is measured by a unit called degree Celsius. It is denoted by degree capital C. Kelvin and degree Fahrenheit are the other 2 units of temperature. However, the Celsius scale is more commonly used all over the world. So among Kelvin, degree Fahrenheit, degree Celsius scale is more commonly used all over the world as a unit of temperature. Understood? And what is the normal temperature of our body or a human body? It is 37 degrees Celsius. And when we convert this 37 degrees Celsius into Fahrenheit scale, it will be 98.4 degree Fahrenheit. And when we convert 37 degrees Celsius into Kelvin, it will be 310.15 Kelvin. So in table 4.1, you can see in book also what is given in table 4.1, formula for calculating different temperature scales. So with the help of this formula, you can convert the given temperature into different scales. So just try to do yourself by using this formula, okay, to find out the given temperature into different scales. So I hope you can do it. Do you know how do we measure our body temperature? We use a device called thermometer to measure temperature. So let's learn about the thermometer. What is thermometer? It is a device or instrument that measures temperature. There are different types of thermometers such as alcohol thermometer, bimetal mechanical thermometer, Galileo thermometer, medical thermometer, mercury in glass thermometer, digital thermometer, and among all these, mercury thermometer is more commonly used, and it was invented by scientist named Gabriel Fahrenheit in 1714. So in this picture, you can see the types of thermometer. Clinical thermometer. This thermometer we called as a clinical thermometer. And another type is also there. Laboratory thermometer. Digital thermometers. And laboratory thermometer and clinical thermometers we also called as a mercury thermometer. And in book also you have to learn in detail about clinical thermometer and and laboratory thermometer. Okay, and this we'll do in our next class. So I hope till here all of you have understood.